And I am Angela Charles, Director of Charlotte Water, and I welcome you to the official groundbreaking of the future Charlotte Water One Water facility. This is truly an exciting day for us. And before I proceed any further, let me introduce some of our guests that we have with us this morning. First, we have, and as I call your name, please stand, Councilmember Phipps. He's behind me. And Councilmember Eggleston here. I don't think we did invite some folks from the county commission. Do we have any county commissioners here? All right, we have two advisory committees that are also present. Our advisory committees, water, wastewater, and stormwater, are appointed by city council and board of county commissioners, and also small towns. And so we have the Charlotte Water Advisory Committee. You always stand, you just stand. Okay, and we also have the Stormwater Advisory Committee. I think it's Mr. Cornett here. If you want to stand away, there you go. All right. And so thank you for being here. We have Sean Heath from the city manager's office. Do we have any former directors or former superintendents here? We also would like to recognize our partners in putting this on, CMPD, CATS, the American Legion, and Reed Academy. We just want to recognize you for helping us put on this event. And last but not least, we do want to recognize our Charlotte Water folks from different divisions. If you are in water, wastewater, and stormwater, please stand, please. Thank you. Let's give these folks a hand for what they do. This is truly a historic connection, not only for Charlotte Water, but for the city of Charlotte and communities on the west side. Historic looking backward and forward. Backwards in that we are replacing a facility that was noted temporary 50 years ago. The facility that we are replacing, and I know I'm hearing a little chuckle, that's true, it's the last remnant of the old CMUD. CMUD was Charlotte Mecklenburg Utility Department in 1972. And so we are replacing that last operations remnant of that. It's historic looking forward in that water, wastewater, and stormwater will be coming together in a very meaningful way in the same building to serve our community and preserve our water resources, aligning with our One Water vision. The building will have 64,000 square feet of operations and professional space and an additional 44,000 square feet of maintenance, warehouse, and material bunkers. It's a facility on the west side. This represents a $40 million investment on the west side. It's a facility where residents can come and not only learn about water, but also use the community meeting space that will be a part of this building. Water is an essential part of life. We are committed to the promise to provide and maintain clean, safe, and reliable water services in our community. And how do we do that? We do that by investing in our infrastructure, in projects like this, replacing old infrastructure, and maintaining over 11,000 miles of water, wastewater, and storm water pipe in our region. And of course, that takes a mighty workforce of over 1,200 folks working 24/7 to ensure that services are provided. Before we talk any more about the building, I'd like to call up Councilmember Phipps, who's going to say a few words.
Thank you, Director Charles. As has been said, my name is Greg Phipps, and I am an at-large representative here on the Charlotte City Council. So honored to serve here today. Just like to also reiterate the acknowledgement of my colleague, Mr. Lockett Eggleston of District 1, here with me today. But as Director Charles has said, that this is an important day, not just for the Charlotte Water Organization, but for our entire city-county region. During my time on council, I have acquired a deep affinity and appreciation for our water resources and systems. I'm a proud graduate of the inaugural class of the Catawba Water Management Group Citizens Academy, and my friend and colleague, Mr. Eggleston, is also a graduate of that Water Academy. I've been knee-deep participating in stream cleanups and stream bank seedling plantings at Back Creek, Little Sugar Creek at Hidden Valley, Reedy Creek, and McAlpine Creek. So I also had the opportunity, along with Director Charles and my colleague, Mr. Eggleston here, we toured several water treatment facilities all across this great Charlotte region here. But apart from that, I want to take a few moments to talk about not just the structure that will go up here, but overall, the importance of fresh and clean water and what it means to our Charlotte community. It is not an understatement or an underestimate that water is one of our most precious resources. It's not a want or a desire, but it is an essential need of life that we recognize as a collective community. I want you to think about all the ways you need water to function in daily life. Through basic hygiene, like bathing and brushing our teeth, cooking our meals, hydrating our bodies and our pets, watering our plants, washing our hands, washing our clothes. I think you get the message. Water is essential. So when you look at our city, you think of all the things that make us great, the people and the communities, the businesses, the educational opportunities, the parks and recreation activities and cultural experiences, the quality of life and the immense growth that we experience as people. None of this could be achieved without investing in basic infrastructure that support everyday life. Communities are not built without access to clean, reliable water. Communities do not grow without access to clean, reliable water. And you cannot build or develop or even move society without a plan that includes access to clean, reliable water systems. And simply, you cannot call yourself an equitable and inclusive community unless every member of that community has access to clean water. So as you travel around the city, you likely notice examples of water infrastructure all around. But how many times do you think about the stormwater culvert that's underneath you, or the nearby creek that's running through our neighborhoods, the underground network of pipes that connect our homes and businesses to fresh, clean water? So in closing, I want to challenge you when you wake up tomorrow, or just when you leave this event today, to consider the different ways you interact or come in contact with our one water system. So in addition to being a significant investment on the west side of Charlotte, this building, when it's constructed, will represent a community connection to the water resource we all need. So before I close and thank Director Charles, I want to recognize my neighbor that's here today, that lives across the street from me on Kersey Court. So I just wanted to recognize her. Won't call her name out, but she's a Charlotte Water employee. So I turn it right back over to you, Director Charles, and I thank you all for coming out. I look forward to the rest of the program, and we're fortunate to have such great infrastructure above and below ground. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Councilmember Phipps. Now, what did you say? What's your neighbor's name? You said. Okay, a small world. Next, we'll have Sean Heath from our city manager's office to say a few comments. Sean.
Thank you, Director Charles. It's truly a pleasure to be here today, and there was a small part of me that was hoping for a little rain, just because I thought this is an audience that can appreciate the value of rain, the value of water. But all kidding aside, I will be very brief, because I think Councilmember Phipps and Director Charles have been very eloquent. All the things that Charlotte Water does for this community, the importance of this. this event. But the recurring theme for me is that water is essential. I think it's not an exaggeration to say that really our lives depend on it, right? And the irony is it's easy for the average customer to take it for granted. And why is that? It's because Charlotte Water does such a good job operating the system. You know, Charlotte Water has earned the trust of the community. And I know Charlotte Water does not take that for granted. It's something that you show up to execute on a daily basis, unquestionably. You know, one of the things about today with a groundbreaking event like this, it's a celebration, right? And it's symbolic of the city's commitment, of Charlotte Water's commitment to today's residents, but it's also a commitment to the growth of this community. And just as our residents expect the City of Charlotte as an organization to operate in a unified way, to think about today's challenges, but also plan for the future. When Director Charles made the reference to one water, it's a powerful statement when it's believed in. And I know that Director Charles believes in it passionately, and it's something that she's really educated me on over the last year or so, just in terms of the integrated approach around water treatment, wastewater treatment, stormwater services. And that's how you really get stuff done. As I was thinking about Director Charles, and if I can call you Angela, if I can call you Angela, last night, every team, every organization has a strong leader. This organization has one. I thought, who would I compare it to? Is she Tom Brady? Okay. All right. Okay. Is she Patrick Mahomes? I felt like that was a little closer, but I landed on she's Bo Jackson. Okay. Bo Jackson, the multi-sport athlete, right? Bo knows. So Angela knows. But all kidding aside, Angela's a great leader, passionate about the business. You know, the multi-sport athlete piece fits for me because she's passionate about the operations. She's passionate about the community. She's passionate about the people that work for Charlotte Water and the people that are served by Charlotte Water. So this is a great day to celebrate. It's wonderful that everybody could come out today. And I really just want to close by saying the City Manager's Office is really proud of the work that Charlotte Water is doing and excited about the future. Thank you.
Perfect, Sean. Thank you. I've been called a lot of things in my life. Bo Jackson is a new one. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Water flows and water is everywhere. And we have a lot of support, and we also have a lot of support internally. So I do want to mention a few other city departments who are here. I see finance, representatives from finance, Charlotte Fire, Solid Waste Services, and General Services. And if I've omitted anyone, I do apologize, but thank you all for the Bigger Shit City team, because we are one team. We'll almost do it. Okay. All right. Hey, it's wastewater, right? Wastewater rules. All right. Okay. True to our style. It's one big family, mistakes and all. I do want to thank everyone once again for being here and for watching virtually and for sharing this day with us. Much thanks to the strong leadership from our council, our advisory boards, our city manager's office. Members of this community really have given us unfailing support. So before we do our ceremonial groundbreaking, I will end with America the Beautiful. Crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea, from the Catawba River to the Yadkin, from the top of Davidson to the bottom of Pineville. That is one water. We are that sea to shining sea. That's the Pacific to the Atlantic. We have our boundaries here, but we're that group of folks taking care of those one water resources. for our community. Today is a grand day. It represents investment in our community, specifically the West Side, investment in infrastructure and investment in people. So thank you for your participation in this groundbreaking and for joining us in celebrating this magnificent occasion. Now, as I call your name, if you'll get a gold shovel, Councilmember Phipson and Sean, you go down, Councilmember Elverston, Mike Davis, Will Rice. Will is the project manager of our team, internal Charlotte Water team. Representatives from Rogers Construction and C Design. If we have representatives here, please grab a shovel. We need a representative from the Charlotte Water Advisory Committee and Stormwater Advisory Committee. And Bill Cornett, if you'll come up and represent the Stormwater Committee, that would be great. Okay, my shovel is not gold because this is one of my real shovels. And so what we're going to do on 3, we want you to do the ceremonial deed. Everybody ready? All right, 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's got blue in there.
Mike said that felt like a gender reveal.
Okay, thank you all for attending. That concludes our groundbreaking. We do have renderings to my right. Please come up, and thanks again.